Hello everyone, this is Rosemary and this is my journal, my latest journal for a swap about using use materials only from your stash. I can't remember the name other than Use Your Stash Journal Swap. So the title of this journal is This and That, and I think this is what this journal is made of, this and that. So the front cover has a pocket and behind it, here's a little tag behind the envelope, so there's two tags. And here is a little envelope that has paper ready for a message. It's blank, but you know, sometimes you want to write something meaningful and hide it right there. This little tag is a stamp that I think gets you ready for this journal. Art is a shadow of what a person is thinking. So I thought that was a really good beginning for this journal. I used the tissue paper, and it's kind of like a tealish color, and I used a curved book spine, and you can see the kind of the color. I did a lot of spraying, staining, all kinds of things. The only thing is I couldn't really find something to cover the spine. I still have to work on this. The closure is the button and the ribbon. You can tie it or leave it open, tied like I did right there. It has that detached spine that, as you can kind of see, it allows the book to maybe open. I saw a tutorial, which I will include in the description. And it does seem to open a little bit freer because this is a pretty big junk journal. So here we go. This is the walkthrough, as you can see. This is paper I've had in my stash. Here are a couple of tags. This book belongs to. This is some of the very first scrapbook paper I bought. And there is some napkin decoupage right there. And you can see this little butterfly. I was given a lot of stuff. People just give it to me. And this is how they clean. I've mentioned that many, many times. So this is napkin decoupage, and the story begins. I thought was really good for the first page. And I was inspired by this calendar. My mother's always giving me stuff that they receive in the mail, and I really love these flowers. So I challenged myself to use them in a junk journal, which I did. And I just covered them in the back with some paper so you wouldn't see the calendar portion. So again, here are some butterflies I had punched out. Oh, and all these greens that you see right here, they are tuck spot. They're little pockets. So even though I forgot to put something, this journal is just full of tags. There you see my famous memo pads. This is a book page from the Swan and the Trumpet, and I left it there because it's a little love story right there. That's why there's the hearts. And oops, and on the back I gessoed it, and so it looks like a blank page. Again, here are some of these just 3-inch segments of paper that I kind of liked using them there. I was trying something here, and these are some tags on a garment pin. Didn't quite glue the lace quite the right way. And here are some, this is a little girl that came in one of my swaps, and I made a tag right here, my favorite things from an index card. And again, I love to see you bloom, which I thought would be nice for a little girl there. And these tabs, I usually don't use tabs, but a friend of mine gave me some stuff, and in the stash were tons of tabs, so I decided to use tabs, which was rather a new thing for me. Again, pieces of napkin decoupage, little stamping, didn't do too much stamping. Again, pieces of paper. This looked rather blank, so I just clipped on a tag right there. You can move it. I just wanted it to leave it there, kind of blank. This is napkin decoupaged over a book page, and this is the bingo card was a background, and then a tag. So again, This is the center of the first signature, and I usually leave them blank, but this time I just put this napkin decoupage. There's some punching, and again, this is a little plastic bag I received also, and because I want to see your face with a smile, so it became a pocket, and I kind of like this because it just adds to the cheerfulness of this whole little saying there, the little polka dotted paper. A little bit of the leftover of some wrapping paper. This is just some pieces I again had left over to form the pocket. The tags are made out of just little pieces of paper that were left over there, and they fit into this pocket. This is a little tuck spot also right here. You could put something like that in there. Another one of the calendar pages, and this is just a little punch strip. And the other thing, you'll see a lot of this was an advertisement to subscribe to this gardening magazine, and it had wonderful pictures, so I made them into tags, and you will see them throughout this journal. Little bits of napkin right here is one of my new favorite napkin. The backs of those pages right there. This is the book page that's been lightly gessoed or heavily gessoed. I don't know how you want to look at that. But it is ready to journal on. The memo pad. This is, what is a library pocket, and it had been floating forever. And all these tags go in. Here's the tuck spot. Let's see if I can get this one back in. And this is another tag. So just some odds and this and that, and it makes this page. Again, this is that advertisement, this page. The buzz of bees shine on my shoulders. It's so peaceful, introspective, and serene. And here, all winter, I envisioned what beautiful blooms I'll have. So, and some eyelet trim, just some leftover stickers with some paper and some tags there. I had the sticker today. I have to find my Y. And this is some packing paper that I strengthened with some pattern paper or the pattern tissue. And here's a tag, and it flips open right there. So one of those pockets. This is a piece of stationery, that you fold into an envelope. The back of it is this card that I cut so it flips up, and then I glued it so it's also a pocket. This is a piece of the inside cover. This, I thought this was so pretty, came from a Easter paper bag. This is one of those paper faux letters that you can journal on. And this is actually a little envelope, tiny little envelope that has its own paper. So you can open it up right there and write another message like stationery. And I won't unwrap it just because of the time factor. Oh, this is Remember Today, and it's just the back of an embellished, see the paper clip? Well, I had all these little circles with dates on them floating around. And so I made them into embellished paper clips by just adding the paper clip and some flowers. This is a stationery page right there that's really a pocket. And you can see how the pocket works. I forgot to put tags, so I was going to be kind of prepared for that. And just adding some strips of paper just to make it look a little bit more interesting. Memo pad. These butterfly stickers have been floating. This is a card, and it's just a very pretty spring card. I have saw this also in one of the YouTubes. They put stamps on a tag, on a garment pin, so I tried it out. Again, just the other side of the pages you saw before, the lined paper. Here is the other half of that stationery, and here are, again, this is again from that advertisement. I made it into a tag, and some practice music. This, I just kind of left it because I liked it like that. This is again the dictionary page, not the calendar page, excuse me. The calendars that were my inspiration. This is a little bit of napkin, and it looks nice just like that, but I wanted to show that it was a tuck spot. And also this stationery, again, it's like the folded kind of stationery, and in there where flowers bloom, so does hope, and it's just a tuck spot right there. This bike here is a sticker that is a tuck spot. And again, this is a flip, and you can see the pattern tissue. This was a calendar all in one page that I cut up, and you will see several tags made from that. So I was kind of pleased. I just covered them with leftover napkins that I have floating around. Here's the garden tag. Again, I liked them because they had some cute quotes there. Nothing lifts my spirit like time spent in my garden. And since it was a garden quote, I used green paper. So there it goes. It's a flip right there. A daffodil napkin decoupage. And this is from a magazine. I saw it said love, and there's another square that says like, and again just kind of made it into a little like kind of belly band tuck spot right there. More eyelet. And this is an envelope with a window that I saw, and it was flipped over, and then I went crazy with napkin decoupage. And so this tag, again, one of the calendars, is supposed to go back here. Since this is my second take, we'll see if it cooperates with me. Come on, there it goes. And so you can see it fitting in the window that way, and then there's a pocket there. So that's just an envelope, a business envelope that I just carefully cut because I wanted the window. Here's the ad once again right here. Fresh air, fresh flowers, fresh berries. There's nothing better than sharing the joys of my garden. The calendar here with a gecko lizard and a caption. And again, I had this, I don't know where it was in a, stray papers float around in your stash. And I just decided to use it. And this is a card, Daydream. It flips open, up, or flips up, open, it works. Plenty of journaling space. It is also a pocket, as you can see there. And again, just by the different napkin, that calendar just looks really different all the time. And I was playing with my punches. Hadn't used them in a while. And then this is again one of those envelopes, windows there, and this is some stationery. And again, a piece of paper that 1, 2, 3 had been floating. And this is napkin decoupage right here on this piece of paper. And this tag also is some napkin decoupage. This is the other half of the paper. And you can see it's just odds and ends. Here's like, the partner of love. And this is again from that ad right there. This is a butterfly, that's a tuck spot. A memo that just says this is just the, there's an embellished paper clip, I believe, right there. And the piano memo pad, so I had to put some music to go with it. And again, this is a book I found that is a catalog of wildflowers, and I just love it, how it goes into a junk journal. And again, leftover paper and 2 tags there. And this above all, to thine own self be true. And this whole page was about go fish. So, and this was some cards I had glued together like a deck. And here's another card. And so it was just a little humor, the end of the journal. And there's a fish tag there. And again, this is the center of the, I think this third signature. which, like I said, I leave them blank on purpose because it's a wonderful spread for the new owner. Just a piece of paper. I just edged it with a dictionary page, and as you can see, it's a tuck right there, and an embossed tag there, the book. And as you can see, some of these pages, the other half. This was I don't know, we're a cookie bag from Starbucks, and I love you more. And a tag there. This is one of those half sheets that I just added on. This is an embellished paper clip and just a little paper that I folded. This is the calendar again, and you can see the little pocket at the end. And this is I had stamped this, and I really didn't like the stamping, so I just put some napkin, and I kind of really like the effect there on that, so you can always fix it. This is a large butterfly, and it's a little tuck spot right there. There's a tag, and it really is the back of an envelope, and this little envelope, this tag needs a ribbon to pull it out right there. And this beautiful paper here is an envelope for a charity, and I made it into a pocket. And again, that calendar, some practice music paper, and then we come to the end with that paper bag, and this, again, some paper. And this is one of my favorite quotes to put on a tag at the end of a book: real love stories don't have endings. And like I said, this is a large journal, and even though as we did the walkthrough, it feels like there's a lot of blank pages, when you just kind of go through like this, you can see there's a lot of embellishment. So I think the new owner, even though they can make their own, and it really, once you take all the tags out, it is it lies really flat, but once you add tags, which I do think make a journal very interesting, so I'll leave that up to the new owner to either leave the tags or not. It is a pretty good sized journal, and let's see if this will cooperate with me today. There it is. This is what I like to do with mine. Some people like to tie it again, but it is a good sized journal, but it really is thinner once you take all the tags out. So once again, thank you for watching, and use up your stash. It's amazing what beautiful things you can make. It's all in your stash. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again. Bye-bye.